Yeah, so this is a 22 Road Glide ST that we're gonna start doing the paint work on this bike. We're gonna do a custom paint job. Our head painter here, Raph, is gonna kind of spearhead that project. Basically bringing it back to the 70s.
Oh, it's gonna be a close one.
Feels like it's going to school.
What you doing, Raph?
Oh, just fine lining the pattern here. The trick now is to get that line as straight as I can. It looks pretty good, but doing this kind of stuff, you kind of have to stop for a second, step back, look at it. That looks pretty good there. And if I think I'm confused, then I get the other one and kind of compare right where I need it to be, and it looks pretty darn good there. Okay, looks good. I'm gonna go over it with the painter's tape, and I use painter's tape because it doesn't leave marks on the base coat.
So the green tape, that's just like easier for like doing curves and stuff?
Yeah, this brand is called Limeline. Yeah, a lot of the lowriders and anyone in general that does flames or whatever, that line needs to come up just a tad bit. A lot of patience. This is the Hogworks tank topper, and I'm trying to see if this is actually going to work or not. The lacing is going to go right here in the middle, so I'm trying to decide whether to leave the line middle, come back to the edge, but if I come up higher with the fine line, the fabric's not going to want to fold like that. So if I just kind of go off this edge, I think it'll be easier for the lacing to lay on top. I like doing this kind of stuff. So this is the lacing that we're using. It's called Paisley. Since it has the mesh in between, it'll probably allow me to kind of fold it in there, you know what I'm saying?
Manipulate it more.
Yeah, manipulate it more and use the glue and hold it down. So we're gonna cut a little piece, and I'm gonna bring some cardboard, spray the glue on it, and see how it's gonna react to that. If it sticks, then we'll be fine, because then that way I can lightly spray some glue behind it, put it on the saddlebags, and it should stay.
Really, like you'd want to follow that lowest possible dip, but that's just such a hard spot to get to tape. It's like, you know, really like you need to get it like from there straight down all the way.
Yeah, so it's kind of a little bit of a trip thing where you, if you were to go that high, then when I put the lacing, it's just gonna look more like a sticker.
Yeah, so then at that point, for it to blend more, you would almost want it to be like right through here, kind of.
That's what I was trying to guess. I was gonna go like that, and then kind of go like in the middle, kind of like.
It's tricky.
Yeah, because it would be really cool actually if I went off the edge.
Yeah.
So almost has to like, I have to go in a little bit. I mean, I'm just playing with it now, but just to get an idea. It's tricking you. It's making it look as a sharp edge, but really, it's like going like this. So you, yes. So to get just where you want it to, really, it's. But I can see the edge there with the shadow because the way the light hits that angle. I don't know, man.
It's like I almost feel like if you followed, like if you looked at it from this angle, like from over here, and you just followed the lower line that you can see with the light and run with that.
Oh, it kind of comes this way out. See that? See how I followed them? Because see how this one, and it comes, so these come in like this, so I gotta follow that through, just like that. Yeah, right there. Whew.
Talk about intense.
Oh, you see how this line comes and come up? Okay. Now let's lay down the blue. See these little edges here are the tricky ones, because if you don't get that blue tape over it just right, it will bleed through, and then lay the tape down, and you gotta press it with your hand. And we still don't know if the lacing is gonna actually fall in there just how we want to. So this is gonna be all a waste of time.
And maybe not though.
Always get a little nervous doing stuff like this because you just don't know. You know.
Yep. That lacing being as thin as it is, I think it'll work.
Yeah, it should grab on. Once I see the first pattern go down, I'll get all See how it changes?
Yeah, exactly. But like if we ghost it, then like this part is almost non-existent right here.
Yeah, because when you even look at this one, you can tell it just narrow and then it opens up.
Yeah.
So it's just the way that is. But yeah, we can go check on this fine line and see how this stuff is doing. Yeah, it's not peeling. Okay, it's a good sign. Everything's holding down where it's supposed to be. I shouldn't have taped this up because that way I could have seen. Well, we can eyeball it. It's a Mexican pinky, okay? That's how we measure stuff. How much does it measure? 4 Mexican fingers? You know what? I think it might work.
Yeah, if that glue works, this will work.
Do that and just press it here, press it here, press it here. That's fine. So I think if we use this as a test panel and if it wants to do what we wanted to do, then I think we'll be fine. And then also that glue, see how it sprays. If it sprays really chunky, it can mess with the paint job because then it'll block the paint from going through.
So in other words, we're doing a review of 3M Super 77 spray adhesive.
They're not any sponsors or anything, but so let me cut a little piece here that's not valuable. Okay, so this stuff out of the way because we don't want.
Yeah, I don't think I'll spray the glue on that.
Yeah, if it works there, it's gonna work on that. I'm gonna spray some on here first to kind of see how it's going to spray. Directions, here we go. Shake well before using. Hold 6-8 inches from surface. Cross your fingers and hope this shit works. All right.
We don't need these instructions.
Oh yeah, that's a nice mist. Oh yeah, it sticks real fast.
So now, how will you get it off?
Well, they say wax and grease remover takes it off.
That's okay.
But if you go very light, it shouldn't affect the paint job. But you know, it's kind of going to, right? Actually, let me get a clear one because this one we won't be able to clean. If we use a clear one, then just oh yeah, it's like that. Let's see. It's got stickiness to it. And it's not leaving chunks or anything glue on the fabric. It just says to let it dry just for a little bit. Oh, beautiful. Look at that shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well.
Would you look at that?
Look how good it just sticks, dude, like all the way around.
Oh, so smooth right here in this corner too.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, gives me more confidence now. Okay. Yeah, but I like that. That means now we can do what we want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel better.
That's good.
I feel better now. Really worried because I was like, okay, I'm gonna start taping things up and the shit's not gonna work. But I love that. I like that. Beautiful. So when we take it off, feel a little bit. I do feel a little bit. So now let me get some wax and grease. So we're gonna try and do that. We're gonna sample on the back a little bit to see how the glue is gonna look on the back of the saddle bag, and if we can wipe it down without leaving the color of the glue. Because if it leaves the color of the glue on the black base coat, then we got issues. Wax and grease. It almost comes off with the hand too, but let's see. Yeah, it comes off. Yeah, I don't have to.
Oh yeah.
Let's do a quick sample to really find out if it's gonna work or not, right? So just a little mist, that's all she wants. This glue gives me a lot of ideas for future projects. So nice little, just that. Nice little pass. Just trying to see if there's any glue residue. I don't want it to really clog up the stitching.
So now you want to see how it all reacts with just the base coat?
Yeah, and when I take off this fabric, there's going to be glue on the base coat. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm concerned about. That right there. Okay, let's just a little bit of wax and grease. Oh, the paint's not coming off.
That's good.
Good sign. It's coming off pretty somewhat easy. Yeah, I don't know. You know, on top of the saddlebag lids, I don't need glue because they can lay down flat.
It's coming off, that's for sure.
Took most of it off. I've done this on cars, you know, where it's flat. Stretch it out and then you spray the lacing over, but.
All right, we got it, and it's looking sick. Yeah.
Here doesn't matter, so as long as.
Yeah, I like it. There's a whole new aspect to this video.
Oh yeah, learning curve.
Yeah, it's the learning curve. It's the race against time featuring Derek and Raph. Stay tuned for the rest of the series, but we're pretty much knocking it out tonight.
Got no choice now.
Why is it that we have to rush this?
Because I pulled a rookie move. Well, I kind of knew, but I forgot because I was so involved in the project that I sprayed all the parts and then I called one of my reps to see what the open window is before I clear, and they're like 24 hours. And I was thinking, oh, well, I can spray it Friday, come back Monday, but nope, here we are. Now we gotta finish it. So now we gotta do all the striping, the Paisley designs, all tonight. Now we can get it done. So
Man,
that's where we're at. So a 24-hour window.
late nights, guys.
Late nights, man.
Stay tuned for the next video. It's gonna be all night for us, though.
Yeah.